Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I wish you a happy and prosperous New Year 2021. So let us see this year without COVID, and I find that the current vaccination seems to be evident enough for a sharp recovery in global economy. So let us start the day to analyze the movements of natural gas futures in a weekly time frame first. So friends, here you can see a weekly chart of natural gas futures. So here I would like to tell you that how the natural gas futures behaved since March 2019, when the natural gas futures moved downward below the HMO cloud in a weekly time frame and continued to remain under pressure. Here you can see that how the natural gas futures tested the lows of $2 in August 2019, and once again here the natural gas futures found some base, and once again the natural gas futures tried to move upward, but here you can see that how the natural gas futures face stiff resistance at the levels of $2.692, and once again natural gas moved downward and found some support at the levels of $2.186 in October 2019. So here you can see that how once again the natural gas futures attempted to move upward but found second resistance at the levels of $2.922 in November 2019. And since then, the natural gas futures remained under heavy bearish pressure when the natural gas futures tested the lows of $1.4 in June 2020. Friends, here you can see that how the natural gas futures started to move upward from these lowest levels up to the levels of $2.7, what they tested in August 2020. But once again, a sell-off was seen from these levels, and the natural gas once again tested the lows of $1.791 in September 2020. But here you can see that how the natural gas futures found a sharp upward rally from September 2020. Here you can see that how the natural gas futures started to move upward and tested the highs of $3.4 in October 2020, but once again the natural gas futures found this level as a stiff resistance and started to move downward. But here you can see that how the natural gas futures tried to defend the levels of $2.4. Since November 2020, the natural gas futures tried to defend this immediate support of $2.4, but once again the natural gas futures tested the lows of $2.5 during the last week of 2020, but a sharp recovery was seen in the same week, and the natural gas futures finally closed the year in a positive territory. Let us see this move of natural gas futures since March 2019. Friends, here you can see that in a weekly time frame how the natural gas futures maintained this trend in a golden saucer. I will call this a golden saucer for natural gas futures. So here you can see that how the natural gas futures found a strong support at the bottom of this saucer. So here you can see that how the natural gas futures found a sharp upward rally whenever the natural gas futures touched the bottom of this saucer. So friends, now I find that the natural gas futures have finally closed the year 2020 with a positive note during the last week of this year. So here you can see that how the last weekly candle of the year 2020 looks evident enough for the continuity of this upward move. During the first 3 months of this year, we could see the natural gas futures could try to breach the immediate resistance of $2.791 during the upcoming week, where I find that if the natural gas futures break this immediate resistance during the upcoming week, we'll see the natural gas futures could sustain above the next resistance level of $2.915. Very shortly, we'll see the natural gas futures could try to breach this second resistance. So here I find that if the natural gas futures find a breakout above the immediate resistance of $2.791, we'll see the natural gas futures could try to break the second resistance of $2.915. So friends, here I find that a system move of natural gas futures during the month of January 2021, we'll see the natural gas futures could remain under a bullish note. Friends, here I find that if the natural gas futures sustain above the level of $2.915, we will see the natural gas futures could try to break the psychological resistance of $3, where I find that a breakout above the levels of $3 could push the natural gas futures above the levels of 3.202 during the month of January. So here I find that finally the natural gas futures have been maintaining its position above the Ichimoku cloud in a weekly time frame, which makes it to remain under the control of bulls during the upcoming weeks, because currently the natural gas futures ended the year 2020 above the Ichimoku cloud. So friends, here I find that during the upcoming months the natural gas futures could remain very volatile, but overall trend look very bullish. Here I find that the immediate support for natural gas futures could be at the levels of $2.4. So friends, here I find that buying on dips above the levels of $2.4 could be a strong strategy to go long. Friends, here I find that the natural gas futures could try to remain above the levels of $2.4 during the upcoming weeks. Friends, here I find that if the natural gas futures find a gap up opening above the levels of $2.648 on the first trading session of the upcoming week, we will see the natural gas futures could try to sustain above the levels of $2.9 during the upcoming week, where a system move could push the natural gas futures above the levels of $3 during the first 2 weeks of January 2021. Friends, now let us check this move in a daily time frame. So here you can see that how the natural gas futures have been maintaining this uptrend in a daily time frame, where the natural gas futures have filled this gap what was created on December 28th. The natural gas futures have finally filled this gap below the Ichimoku cloud, but here I find that this formation looks evident enough for a gap up opening on the first trading session of the upcoming week, where the natural gas futures could find a gap up opening above the levels of $2.648 on the first trading session of the upcoming week, where I find that the natural gas futures could try to reach the upper end of Ichimoku cloud, where I find that the natural gas futures could sustain above the levels of $2.948 during the upcoming week. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.